many begin their training without proper preparation, risking injuries and failing to achieve optimal performance. That's why I'll show you a routine to warm up your entire body from head to toe, enhance your mobility, and get you better prepared overall. And because it integrates all areas of the body, it's actually suitable for all sports. Stay tuned and join in. I'll explain the exercises. Andre will demonstrate them. I've known Andre for ages. He now runs a Liebscher Bracht praxis in Hamburg. And now we're going to show it to you together. We'll start by standing shoulder width apart, placing your hands on your lower back and slowly going into overextension. Remember, you're warming up. Push your pelvis forward, pull your navel back, and really tune into your body. This stretches the front area here. Andre, where do you feel it the most?
The front.
Go in as far as you feel you've reached a limit where it's no longer comfortably bearable, and take deep breaths in and out. Stay in that position for now, so we can nicely stretch the entire line here at the front. Your knees can be slightly bent, but not too much, just a little. We'll intensify it a bit later and just breathe for now. Take a deep breath in, and with every exhale, gently allow yourself to ease a bit further into the stretch. Then bring your arms forward and slowly lift them upward. And now, visualize a 45-degree angle, roughly like this. Then, pull your arms further back, hyperextend your wrists, and gently tilt your head back as well, deepening the stretch even more. If that's still too strenuous for you, you can keep it up or slowly bring it down instead. So if you notice it's getting heavy in your head, then leave it up there for a bit and only bring it back at the end. And now pull the entire torso firmly backward so that the front line opens up nicely. Pull your arms back and draw your fingertips toward your elbows. And now, as a final touch, bend your knees slightly, and you'll feel it pulling a bit more intensely in your lower back and into your groin area. And now take 3 deep breaths in and out, and with each exhale, gently move a little further back into the stretch. Take 3 deep breaths, number 2 and number 3, and then slowly come back up, loosen up a bit, and gently sway your arms, letting your body relax completely. Move your legs a bit, and are you ready for the next step? Then go ahead and take a step forward. Knees are completely straight, and you step forward, keeping your back as straight as possible for the time being. Then you'll begin to notice the stretch in the back of your legs, particularly in the hamstrings. Take your time to work your way downward. And consciously keep your back as straight as possible, so the stretch fully targets the back of your legs and deeply into the hamstrings. And when you're standing in this position, then try leaning forward slightly, shifting your weight a bit, and you'll notice when you lean forward, it also pulls more into the calves, engaging them further and intensely. You can easily fine-tune that, as you've got some room to shift forward and backward as needed. The further you move forward, the more your calves will be involved. You don't have to go down as deeply as Andre does in this exercise. You might also be right up here. That's absolutely no problem. He's just very stretched because he practices a lot. You can also achieve that someday, but just go as far as you can. That's good enough. And then you open just like Andre has already done it, a bit more over here, and bring it all the way down to this point just like that. And keep moving your head further down towards your legs. Take deep, steady breaths in. Keep checking your knees to ensure they're fully extended.
Can I reach behind?
You can reach behind. You can pull it down a little bit further still. Yes, good. And just when you're in this stance now, then move a bit forward. And then you instantly notice how the stretch from the back of the knees downward steadily grows stronger and becomes increasingly more pronounced. And now you take your arms and stretch them backward, guiding them further and further up, reaching as high as you comfortably can. Yes, exactly. And now you're practically pulling yourself further into the stretch with your arms, going deeper. Keep the knees nicely extended, don't bend them at all. Maintain good balance, but if you're well balanced, you can now shift your center of gravity slightly further forward and still hold the position steadily without losing control. You just can't lean too far forward so you don't wobble. Okay. And now, keep pulling your arms further and try to round your upper back even more so your head moves further down towards the space between your legs, aiming in the direction between your legs. Breathe deeply in and deeply out. Wonderful, and notice how you're sinking further and further down. and only go as far as it feels okay for you. So if you notice it's too exhausting or it's taking you to a place where you feel overwhelmed, then it's better to ease back a bit. Find exactly your position. And don't try, if you're not as naturally flexible as Andre, to mimic his exact movements, because that'll only tire you out, and the exercise will end up feeling like too much for you, which isn't pleasant at all. And then you come back up. Swing out a bit again, stay loose and relaxed, and really tune into how your body feels. For the next exercise, stand shoulder width apart again, but take your right foot back far enough so that you feel a noticeable stretch in your right calf. Keep the leg straight. Step in far enough so that there's a noticeable stretch, and the leg must be completely straight. The leg must be completely straight, and now place your left hand on your navel and your right hand down by your buttocks, holding that position. Right hand down by your buttocks, so that you can consciously push your groin forward. And now you'll feel the stretch in your groin, and you bring your torso back as far as possible, and you can also include your head.
Stop there.
Yes, always like that. To the maximum extent possible that you can still just barely endure. The exercises are quite challenging, but if you only push yourself as far as feels okay and still remains positive, then everything is perfectly fine. Just don't push yourself too far. Breathe smoothly and steadily, keep easing deeper into the stretch, and always ensure the right knee stays completely straight and fully extended. And now, take your right hand away from your hip, lift the arm up high towards the ceiling, pull it back gently, and repeat the same movement with your other arm as well. That means you now gently ease into this position, hyperextend the wrists as well, ensuring we don't overlook them. And now slowly lean the torso further back. Pull the arms gently behind you and draw the fingertips steadily closer towards the elbows. And if you're wobbling excessively or feeling overly unstable, it's most likely because your feet are positioned too close together. Then spread your legs further apart and still move back. This will make you much more stable. And gently pull back, fully concentrate on the right knee, then shift your attention to the right hip, focus on your arms, and finally on the overextended wrists, maintaining awareness throughout. And then release. Yes, come back out, shoulders wide, loosen up a bit again. Take a brief moment to truly tune in and feel deeply within yourself. And now step back with your left foot as far as you can. And take a slightly wider stance, Andre. Find your balance. Then you stand more stable, exactly, and the left leg completely straight. First back to the lower glutes. The lower glutes are crucial because that's where you can feel how to effectively push the pelvis forward. And first, stretch your calf. You can feel it in the calf already, right?
Not there.
Just keep moving on. Yes? Okay, you need to fully feel the stretch in your calf and then start shifting it towards your hip by tilting the torso slightly backward. If you want, you can bring the head along, but it's not necessary. Take a deep breath in and focus on keeping the left leg fully extended, ensuring that the heel maintains constant and complete contact with the ground throughout the entire movement. Again and again, tune in. Do you feel the stretch in the calf? If you don't sense it, the leg is probably slightly bent, so you'll need to straighten it out fully. And then push forward with the left hand while gently guiding the torso backward with the right hand. Also, make sure to actively involve the pelvis in the backward motion, so you're not just bending the area above the pelvis, but actually moving the pelvis along with you. This way, you'll instantly notice a much deeper and more intense stretch in the groin area. Keep the knee straight, and now bring the left arm forward and upward once more, pulling it really nicely, and do the same with the right arm, ensuring both are fully extended. And overextend the wrists, fully straighten the elbows, ensuring they're locked in place. Yes, that's it. And if you notice the stretch in the left calf isn't strong enough, then bend the right leg a bit more to deepen the stretch. Then bring the torso back again. You can also try to include the head into the movement now. Pull the hands back already. Keep going, keep pulling. Now push it just a little further. We're almost there. Just a bit more, just a bit more. You're doing great. Keep it up. Almost done. Stay with it. And come out again. Wonderful. And free yourself a bit more, just let it flow naturally. And now spread your legs as wide as possible into the straddle position. Yes, go as wide as you can into the straddle. Start by getting into that initial position. And you fully extend both arms out horizontally. And twist your upper body to the left. Let your head follow the movement. The left hand turns with the palm facing upward. The right arm naturally follows along. And now several things are gradually beginning to unfold. Keep your knees straight while you rotate your hips to the left. Simultaneously, turn your shoulder girdle to the left in the same direction. You turn your head to the left. Keep smiling, that's very good. You extend your left arm fully out to the side, pulling it gently and steadily to the left. You pull your right arm all the way over to the left side. Really exaggerate the movement, and with each slow, controlled exhale, gently allow yourself to sink a bit deeper into the stretch. Each exhale a little more. And remember, the hips naturally want to rotate, the shoulder girdle seeks to turn, the head desires to twist, the left arm stretches further to the left, and now we bend the right arm. And gently pull with the forearm in the direction of the left hand, slowly and steadily deepening the stretch with each breath you take. And if you notice that the straddle isn't challenging enough, feel free to go a bit deeper into the stretch in between, but only if you sense that there's still enough space for you to explore and make progress there. And it's also tiring again, just hang in there, we've almost got it. Just a little further, take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Don't forget about your head, it should turn to the left, and remember to keep that smile going even if it feels really tough right now. You've got this. Keep turning steadily, both knees remain straight, hips rotate to the left, shoulder girdle shifts to the left, head turns to the left hand pulls gently toward the left, right hand follows along smoothly. And slowly ease back out of the movement with control and awareness. And if it's possible and it works for you, you can stay in the straddle or go back into it again. And now we'll do the same to the right. First, move into the straddle so you already feel a stretch. And now slowly turn your body gently toward the right side. Go ahead and rotate to the right, taking the right arm with you. Turn the palm of the right arm so it's facing upward. Catch up with the left arm, keeping it straight for the moment. With the left arm, ensure the palm is turned to face downward. And we're building up from the bottom once more. The knees are fully extended. The pelvis wants to rotate. The shoulder girdle also wants to rotate, this time to the right. The right arm pulls backward, really pull it back with intention and focus, engaging fully. The left arm pulls. No, we'll keep it extended for now, and we'll handle that part at the very end. Keep pulling a bit more and breathe deeply into it. Breathe deeply, stabilize, and try to bring your awareness back to the different points repeatedly and intentionally. Are the knees still fully extended and straight? Is the pelvis rotated as far as possible to the right side? Is the shoulder girdle rotated as far as it possibly can go to the right? Can you reach just a little bit further back and to the right with your hand? Can you stretch your left arm out just a little bit more further? Can you go a bit further with your head? And now we can gently start to bend the arm, the left one. That's a different activation again. Now you're feeling it because you're pulling more with your arm. Exactly. And again, start with your pelvis. Can you go a bit wider into the straddle, or do you prefer not to? Yes, sir. A bit further in. Wonderful. And pull your pelvis to the right, your shoulder girdle to the right, your right arm to the right, your left arm to the right, and your head to the right as well. That's it. Keep going. We're almost there, nearly done. Take 3 deep breaths, and with each exhale, go a little further in, gently stretching your limits and deepening the stretch. Breathe in deeply, then exhale and allow yourself to move a little further. Once more, breathe in, exhale, and gently stretch deeper. Finally, breathe in, exhale, and ease yourself further into the position. And slowly come back out. Wonderful. And gently sway your arms and shoulders just a little bit. And please, very, very important, when you do this sequence intensely, a whole lot happens. You're probably noticing it already. Don't be surprised if you get some muscle soreness. That's a good sign because it means that previously inactive muscle fibers have been reactivated and successfully brought back into action. But take it step by step with this routine. Only push yourself as far as you still feel comfortable and in control. If you notice you've overdone it a little, maybe seeing during the rotation it's more in a certain position or whatever, then tone it down a bit so you always feel comfortable and in control. If you like, go ahead and share this video with your sports club and take a look at who can manage these exercises and who might struggle with them.